Now we shall create a program where class object copying is required. So we'll build a class first. Okay. Class. I'm building a class where we are dealing with interest rates. So it has a private variable called rate, and then public. We are having something as other variable, int otherware. Just for some testing purpose this would be required. And then we'll have a constructor. So it should be exactly the same name, I capital, interest. And this constructor is a parameterized constructor where I am passing the rate. So as soon as I am passing the rate, this rate which is internal to my class will be set to whatever I have passed. So when the object is created, this rate will be passed and this will be given to internal value within the class. Okay. And then since it is an internal value, I have to write a function to get this value, get rate, which is a typical method, and will return this rate. Right? Just to be on a saving space side, we can write it like this also. Now, since we have done so much programming, we should now do things the way professionals do. Okay. So this is a class. Now, to use a class, we must definitely declare its object, interest, and if it is I as an object, so since it has a parameterized constructor, I have to pass this value. Say I am fixing the interest rate as a 5. Here I am actually passing the value to a constructor, so constructor is called with value 5. Since I would be using another object as well, because we are talking between different objects how to copy objects. So one thing I would use, I'll create another object with a different constructor. I could have passed a different value, but here I have passed the same value. Right? And what I am doing is, since otherwhere is a public value, I would use this otherwhere of say value equal to 10, and in another object I'll put this value equal to 11. Now if I see out this value j dot otherwhere, see I dot otherwhere will be definitely 10, j dot otherwhere is 11. Let me show it to you. I'll just write this much right now, just to give a small value, how much value it returns. It is 11. Right? So otherwhere is confirmed that we have saved 11. Now we'll be doing a small thing. What we'll be doing is, we'll assigning j with the object reference of I. Right? So this is a simple object copying by assignment. And once we assign, what will happen? Actually, even otherwhere, this was already same, but otherwhere will also be assigned as. So I'll just copy this and show it that it should become 10, because we have assigned that to I. Let us see it. What happens? Yes, first value is 11 and second value is 10. So this assignment has actually occurred. If I would have given like this, and I would have tested the value of cout get rate, j dot get rate what will happen to this? Let us see. This has become 5. And if it is taken, get rate is before this assignment, so this should be, since it is a different copy, so this should be 6. So after assignment, what has occurred is whatever field values were set within the first declaration were all changed to as per this assignment. J is equal to I assignment has occurred. So this constructor is working, but after assignment, value settings are as per assignment. Right? This is all about assignment. Now we'll do even more interesting thing. There is a concept called copy constructor, where object reference of same type can be copied and a reference is passed through a parameter. Let us create that constructor. So if it is a constructor of this, here we'll pass, we call it constant because whatever we pass has to be a fixed value, and interest is the class name and address of, and we are passing R here. This is a copy constructor of copy of this constructor, because this class name, whenever it is called, this first constructor is called, and this is a copy called. And within this constructor, let us write rate. Let this be new rate. I'll write as NR. Rate is equal to NR dot rate, and for testing purpose I am just adding 1 to it, just to check whether copy constructor is working or constructor is working in a particular type of copying of objects. Now I will do something different here. I will not use this kind of declaration of another object, and let me forget all this, because now this will not work because J is not declared. This all will not work. Okay, we'll do it in a different way now. What we will do is that we'll set interest J equal to I. So while declaring itself, we have assigned. Earlier we had not assigned while declaring itself. We had created an object and then made assignments later. Here we have assigned while declaring. So at this point, we say that copy constructor is called. So whatever is inside the copy constructor, this code will be called. This is the beauty of copy constructor, and we can see this, that get rate of I the object, will be what, and get rate of object J will be what, and L. So if copy constructor has been called, then J rate should be as per copy constructor, and this is the basic constructor, which this should be. So this should work as per copy constructor. So when value of some object is dependent upon value of another object of the similar type, then copy constructor is a useful concept. Let us run this. Right? So, yes, very correct. Get I is as per value this 5, and this has not been used, but here copy constructor we have added rate, whatever rate we have passed plus 1. So we are sure that copy constructor is working here. Right? And in fact, we can keep on creating more objects. For example, here I can write like this, maybe other object where I can copy like J, where we can copy J to K and see what happens. Get rate has opened this, and in a K, what is the rate? Let us see. You will find interesting solution here. 7, because it is based on rate fixed by J. If I base it on I, then it will be based on I, whatever rate is there, 6. 5 was based on I, and then finally it shows me 6. So copy constructor keeps working whenever while declaring we assign. So here also copy constructor will be called. I can write it there. And this will be as per copy constructor. Right? So you must have got a concept of copy constructor where constructor based on object of same type. So this address is passed of the interest object itself, and so that constructor works, but here whatever we want to do additional we can do. So if the basis has to be based on the previous assignment, then I am able to use copy constructor. So this is an important concept. Okay.
Please like, share and subscribe.